I consider myself a bit of a foodie, but I'm definitely not a food snob. I'm just as happy tucking into a simple homemade meal as I am polishing off a Michelin-starred work of art. On a normal day, when I wake up, I force myself to gulp down a big glass of water before I indulge my caffeine addiction and brew an aromatic cup of coffee. That first swig always hits the spot. Fellow caffeine addicts, raise your hands. Sometimes, I like to work up an appetite before breakfast by going for a run. Other times, I can't wait, and I gobble down a steaming bowl of porridge immediately. Vocabulary. After hours of preparation, everyone was ready to tuck into the roast dinner. I can't believe you polished off that entire pizza by yourself. After a run, I often gulp down a big glass of juice. The highlight of my morning is the fresh pot of coffee my husband brews every day. Spices like cardamom and cinnamon make curry an aromatic dish. After reaching the peak of the mountain, he took a big swig from his flask of iced tea. I was gardening all morning, and I really worked up an appetite. My dog always gobbles down his dinner as soon as I give it to him. To whip up equals with to cook something quickly, especially using whatever ingredients you have to hand. Don't worry, everyone. I'm going to whip up a gourmet feast of beans on toast, flavorsome equals with delicious and full of flavor. The sauce proved incredibly flavorsome. Transforming the mundane dish into a culinary masterpiece, mouth-watering equals with describes food that looks so good you want to eat it right then. They served up a mouth-watering dish that tasted just as good as it looked. One-pot meal. A meal that can be cooked in one pot. The beauty of a one-pot meal is that there's barely any washing up to do afterwards. Crumb equals with a very small piece of cake, bread or biscuit that has fallen off. Get a plate. You're dropping crumbs everywhere. To inhale equals with to breathe in, to eat very quickly.